All right, this is my public service announcement for you. If you are looking to get an SBA loan, you really need to know that there is a big difference between what the SBA rules are and what the bank's or the lender's internal credit policy is. So let's say you're going to apply for a $500,000 SBA loan, and some lenders will look at that and say, okay, in order to qualify at our bank, you need to be able to show that you've had enough profit or cash flow to be able to repay this proposed loan over the last 3 tax returns. So they'll look at the last 3 business tax returns. In any of those years didn't have enough profit or cash flow to be able to repay that proposed $500,000 loan, then sorry, you're out of luck. And what they'll often say is, you don't meet the SBA requirements because, hey, 3 years ago, your business wasn't profitable. You showed a loss, or you didn't show enough profit to be able to cash flow the loan. And that is just a complete and utter lie, or just completely misleading small business owners, because the SBA doesn't require your business or any business to be profitable in the past in order to qualify for an SBA loan. That's just the bank's internal policy. Now, I'm not saying that if you've lost $200,000 every year for the last 3 years, you're probably not going to find a single SBA lender willing to approve a loan for you, because it looks like you're probably going to continue to lose money, right? But that is not an SBA rule. It is an internal bank policy. And there are all sorts of internal bank policies, specific industries or specific uses of funds. So sometimes I'll have lenders, or I'll have clients come to me and say, well, the lender said I can't get a loan and use it for new construction. Well, that's just because that bank doesn't like to fund new construction because it's more complicated. Maybe there's more risk, whatever the issue may be. It takes longer to make the loan, to close out the loan. And so there could be a bunch of reasons why different lenders might not like certain things, and they often blame it on the SBA because they're trying to save face at the bank. They don't want the bank to look bad or look like the bank made the decision to deny you. So they make it seem like, oftentimes they make it seem like it's just the SBA's fault. And the other thing that I often hear that folks will run into is they say, well, the lender, is a VP at such and such bank. And I have to often break the news that a lot of times in small business lending, VP of business lending or business development officer, vice president, business development officer, that's often like an entry-level position at the bank. That's like the entry-level small business lender, right? And so, but they say VP. And so, as the client, you probably think, wow, this person is the VP. They're like at the head of the bank, right? They're right next to the president of the bank. And so you assume they have authority. You assume that they're telling you they know all the rules. The reality is they probably don't. They probably don't even know. A lot of times what I find is that the employees really don't even know what's an internal bank policy and what's an actual SBA loan rule. So do your own research, head to ChatGPT or something, check to find out, is this thing that the lender's telling me, is this actually an SBA rule, or is it the bank's policy? If you have a deal and you've been having trouble finding a lender and you suspect that it might just be the lender's own internal policy, you want me to take a look at your deal, feel free to reach out. You can reach out to me at support@ProjectionHub.com. I'm also going to put a link in the description of the video below to our free SBA review form. You can fill that form out for me. It'll give me a little bit of context on your business, what you're trying to accomplish, and I can give you some free feedback and probably try to help point out like, hey, is this actually an SBA rule, or is it just that you went to the wrong lender that just doesn't like that deal? And maybe there's other lenders that would like it. If this has been helpful, like the video, subscribe to our channel. I'm trying to build up more content here on SBA and helping folks through this process. So thank you.